Okay. Hello and welcome back to some more of Kerbal Space Program with me, the Green Dragon. So, we have places to be. Let's take a look at the missions first. But I believe we want to safely orbit around Kerbin for a VIP. That's mildly boring. Like, all of these offer only cash, of which I currently have plenty. I mean, ferrying a VIP to orbit might be good. Oh wait, that's around the moon, and that's a rather low. Rescue Ginika Kerman from orbit of Kerbin. It's doable, I suppose. Explore the moon. Rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit around the moon. Hadn't planned to go back to the moon. Oh. There's nothing here that's really useful. Orbit around Kerbin is probably the most reasonable one here, and research and development. What could we actually get? We have basic science. Why don't we get this for electricity or something? That's the grabbing unit, and this is proper docking. Yeah, I want a probe head for this. So, well, we are gonna launch a empty vessel up there to hopefully rescue a derp. So this needs to just be orbit capable, which is relatively easy, and we get 65k for that. Don't think we even want any particular science, honestly. Can just put this on top. Or hell, we could go with this. Is this cheaper? It is. How heavy is it? Nice and light as well. Okay, that's good. Okay, what do we want in order to actually land this? Probably 2 of these will do nicely. Not sure we're gonna need a heat shield, but potentially. So let's make sure we have one, rather than needing it and not having it, of course. Well and good. So we're gonna assume that this is gonna be good enough, provided we give it some actual... well, what do we need? We need probably an antenna of some kind. So we can, you know, actually communicate. Then we need actual electricity. Yay, so. And probably some sort of power generation capability. Oh, that is so awkward and so inefficient. Okay, let's assume that we do it like this, because that might work. Not that that isn't a heavy or expensive top stage, but that stuff's gonna be partially recovered anyway, so suppose that's not that bad. We will want a Terrier there. How much? It's 2000 LTV. That's more than sufficient for orbital rendezvous. So we still need to get up there. And here's the interesting part. How much do we actually need to invest into getting up there? Because this should be doable with relatively simple rocket, right? It's just a single passenger. The thrust to weight could be a bit lower and still be efficient. Could go with this. It might even be enough on its own. How much do these boosters cost though? I'm gonna give it 2 thumpers. Just to get us up there for sure. Cause, you know, Delta V. Yay, so. So that puts us at just above, like, huh, wow, that's an interesting part. But yeah, this should be sufficient. We ignite, then we detach. Should be good. It's even properly aligned. Bit too much thrust though. So we're gonna do it like this, and aerodynamics. How expensive are the winglets? Which ones are the cheapest? Now what, for proper control we are gonna add 4 winglets on this. And, well, let's see if this is sufficient to actually work. Actually, I am not happy with it because I feel like some struts could be useful. If I can do struts, which I can, because that was flopping around an awful lot there. And that did not make me very happy. Damn it, I want 2. There. Come on, zoom in. Zoom in. Can I? No. No, I can't. Fair enough. So we're gonna strap this down like this. And yeah, these are cheap enough that I think is a good investment. I mean, struts are always a good investment, but yeah, we're gonna mostly be going up with boosters at the first, and then we're gonna switch over. Maybe I should have let them have a bit more thrust, but they're gonna get plenty as we accelerate and I lose mass. So we're gonna be managing this a little bit. And we probably already want to start turning a bit. Just a bit, just a smidgen. Not that I know where that... Jeb! Fuck! Jeb! You do not go on this trip. For fuck's sake. Set as target. So we're gonna wait until genus derelict is, you know, a little bit behind us, so we can end up relatively close by. And this I think will about do. So, Oh, no operational SAS modules. Okay, abort. Apparently we need a stability module on there before we can properly do this. So we're gonna give the advanced automatic flight system in there. Because, well... What do you mean, no operation? No, that is a stability assistance module. What the fuck? Oh, that's just... Oh, these are apparently only the reaction wheels. They don't give me computerized control, do they? Oh. Okay. We're gonna have to alter our plans. That goes bye-bye. And we're gonna have to put... Whoops, clicked off it. Put an inline cockpit here, because that's the only way. Apparently. And hope to God we can still make this work. So, we're gonna add a bunch more parachutes there. Because, I mean, we know how this is gonna go. If we... I mean, it's gonna be Jeb doing this, so... Actually... Yeah, we don't need a cockpit there. We can use a crew cabin. There. That might be slightly better. You can go there. You can fly with this. It's okay, Jeb. I'll allow it this time. And now we don't have enough rocket to boom up there. Okay, ditch these. Trust the weight is manageable for final stage, I guess. But we're gonna have to add actual rocket boosters now. God damn it, where was it? Payload, couplings, couplings. I'm not used to these groups because, well, haven't played in a long time. Well, something like this strikes me as mildly effective. 16k of cost, probably closer to 17. We get like 3 times that for actually completing this. We can get a metric fuck ton of money for the amount spent. Seems reasonable. Fuel, no, fuel. We want the ducts for the fuel transfer, of course. So, 5.2 delta V, that's more than sufficient on paper. So really it's a question to see if we manage to crash horribly. I give it 50-50 odds. Okay. Okay, So we can transfer crew. Okay, good. And ignite it. And we are on our... Wait. I'm such a dumbass. No, stop forgetting things and do it right. Jeez. Okay, set as target. Wait for it to be in the appropriate position. Close enough. Now we ignite. There we go. Now we're ready. Perfect. Okay. We want to start the turn a bit quickly so we are not slamming those boosters back down on our own launch pad. Ideally. So, this should be good. Excellent. Turn a bit more. Good, good, good. Lower the thrust a bit. We don't want to waste fuel. Fighting against the atmosphere. Keep turning. At this point we can actually probably go more horizontal. 45 degrees is pretty decent for this high up. After we detach, we can start moving more horizontal. Just want to finish burning off these. Get rid of those. Reignite the engine and keep turning. 25 degrees up. Good, 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 good. Gonna use the map view because map view is a good thing. All we have to do is get close to that craft, then we can transfer her over. Getting a bit of speed heat, but not much. Not that much. How's our apoapse looking? How high are you? 80k, eh? Okay, so pretty close to the atmosphere. We're gonna have to maneuver carefully not to fuck it up. Fair enough. Okay. Descending node, how bad? Pretty close actually. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Right about here, I think we're gonna be doing the drift to apoapse thing. Once... well... we are gonna be ahead of it. Unfortunately. But that can't really be helped. So, let's see if we can manage to do this without leaving any debris in orbit, shall we? Might take us a few orbits to close with it. But... shouldn't be a huge problem. Like, being in a lower orbit than it would be good, but that's tricky because we're so close to the atmosphere. So... yeah, we still have quite a bit of separation. That's the periapse coming up. We want that to be above. Yep. So this is gonna end up being our first stage that we actually leave in orbit, I think. Wait, I want to be in a slower orbit, don't I? Because in a faster one I'm moving, well, in a lower one I'm moving faster than it, which means it won't be catching up, it'll be falling away. I remembered. So let's see if we can get a intersect down a bit. This is probably where we're gonna aim for. Something like 10-15 kilometers is probably close enough anyway. Okay, there goes the separation. Okay, the engine is active. I'm gonna lower the thrust on it to the bare minimum because I want to find control for this. There we go. Let's bring it in ever so slowly, and oh, this even affects our relative speed once we reach the thing, bringing it down. This is probably as close as we're gonna get there, which is fine. It's actually perfectly fine. We're gonna wait until we reach that, and then we are gonna do the actual rendezvous maneuver. You have plenty of fuel, nothing to worry about. No shortage of stuff to work with. Okay, so this is 5, 4, 3 minutes away now. Okay, 45 seconds to the closest point. Okay. So, we want... What do we want? We're gonna be moving away from the target very soon. Hell, we already are. Okay. Let's destroy our speed relative to target. Let's do this the stupid and fast way, right? Let's just sink our orbits. Pure and simple. Well and good. So right now we are more or less heading directly towards target. Good. Well, let's do this the really stupid way. Just accelerate towards it. And let's see what the map says about that. Yeah, that won't bring us that close. We need to be closer. We need to be aimed more directly at it. Fine, let's give us a bit of speed relative to it. And see what that gets us. Okay, that's getting us closer. That's good. That's good. They're gonna start slowing down, but also adjusting to still be heading directly towards it. Yay, so. There we go. That should bring us even closer. And that should have that loaded, by the way. Well, we want to be as close as possible, within a couple of 100 meters if possible. And we want to be at a virtually non-existent relative speed, and oh my god, we're moving pretty quickly relative to it. How about we slow down a bit? Okay. This is pretty good. Pretty good. We could come to a stop now. This is good enough. Good enough for a space walkover, honestly. So, why don't we give this a little bit more time as we drift closer? Not much, but just a little bit, and then we park. Now you are just gonna head towards this. Can I not target? Right, fair enough. Okay, jab. buddy. Okay. Transfer crew. Here. Here. Now we are gonna go back to her. And gonna try and actually get inside this little rocket of ours, eh? No, just slow down. Now where is the entrance? Here, of all places. Jesus. Okay, need to move forward ever so slightly. No, slowly. Just forwards, drift forwards. Just straight forwards, grab and board. Okay. Transfer crew. You go there. Jeb. Cockpit. And now we need to deorbit. So, we want a nice shallow descent this time, I think. Because we are flying a stupid fucked up tub. So, a very shallow re-entry. Well, apparently... yeah, focus retrograde. Just focus retrograde to the best of your ability, because you're gonna need it, buddy. And let's re-enter. Okay. This looks good so far. We are in the upper atmosphere and we aren't dead yet. Very, very refreshing. Have plenty of engine power with which to help us brake if everything goes to hell. That's important. Okay. Okay. So apparently the rendezvous helped. Got us money at least. How's our battery? It should hold long enough. Should hold long enough. We are in the upper atmosphere, which means that our apoapse should be shrinking as well, ever so slowly. So yeah, this is going to be a very shallow descent. Which is exactly the way I want it. This tub essentially has to use the engine for its heat shield, because I don't trust that inline cockpit to stay aligned with the, you know, direction we're re-entering, and I do not want to risk it. Not at all. So, unset target. Okay. Perhaps this is drifting in that direction. That's fine. That's to be expected. And we are slowly losing speed. Very slowly. While going, like streaking like a comet across the night sky. Yeah, not good. Well, it's not horrible, but... okay. Okay, and now we are actually overheating. Now it's time to slam on the brakes. So, we're gonna burn for all we're worth. This will also make it easier for air resistance to slow us down, I think, because drag isn't really a function of weight. Instead we have this. Can get rid of that. And yes, it wants to twist around, as you can see. It's harder for it to focus on retrograde. But apparently that we got low enough and slow enough to use our chutes, which was the important part. Why do you get the feeling we're about to flip around the moment those fully deploy? Yeah, this does not seem... No, seems fine actually. Never mind. Who'da thunk? No, let's just drift downwards. Also, fuck the heat shield. Never needed it this time. Okay. So that worked despite the derps. Oh, holy crap! I can actually see what's inside? Oh, sweet! Okay. That will do. Okay, so that got us a bunch more cash. Could upgrade this. Don't want to though. Position a satellite in orbit around the moon. Interesting. We need to build such a satellite to our specifications and deploy it into a polar orbit around the moon. Longitude of ascending node 244.3 degrees. Have materials bay on satellite. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. Yeah, that sounds fun actually. That sounds really fun. Okay, just give me a second. I'm gonna quickly adjust something. There. Okay, so we're not gonna be using the rescue vehicle. We need to build a satellite. Blah blah blah. Mission. So I need to have a materials bay on it. I guess we'll use the Stapletnik. Well, no, let's use the Octo because that's the same kind of satellite. So we need to essentially propel a materials bay and a power generation system for long-term observation at the moon. Fair enough. We're gonna need power. Plenty of it. Gonna need an antenna, and it's gonna need power generation of some kind. Well enough. Okay. So, do we have a tiny nose cone? Yes, we do. We actually legit do. Okay, so we need a materials bay for the science. Materials bay. Not a science junior, a materials bay. What the fuck do you mean by that? Okay, is this considered a materials bay then? Okay. Yep, that's where that leads to apparently. Fair enough. Okay, what else do we need? We need an adapter of some kind, which we don't have because tiny adapters aren't a thing yet for us. Boo! I don't approve, that is horrible. What the actual fuck? Yeah, don't really need any of that. Okay, so... Ah, god fucking damn it. My phone died. So I should have split this part a while ago. Thank you everyone for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one.